Hey guys, welcome back. So today, as you can see, we are going to do one of my favorite characters from a childhood cartoon, which is Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I'm sure if you grew up in the 90s, you definitely know who this is. I thought that he was going to be such a fun project, and he really was. So here you can see that I've built my armature out of wire, aluminum wire, and I'm now just building up his body with the clay and smoothing it out and adding in as much as I need to in order for him to be nice and smooth. And while I continue to smooth him out and add more clay to him, I just wanted to talk about how much I really love this show. I feel like this was my first introduction to horror as a child, and it just really solidified, or it really attracted me because of how weird it was, and just solidified like how much I loved the weird and the macabre, if you would say. And it's just an all-around fun show, and I always felt bad for Courage because, you know, Eustace was never nice to him. All the villains were always after him or after Muriel, and he was always busting his butt to try to save everybody, and he was never appreciated, I feel. And so I hope this shows how much he truly is appreciated. So for these next few parts, looking back, I would not have done it the way that I did. I would still use aluminum wiring for his tongue, but I would make all these pieces out of cosplay since that is more flexible when it's baked, and so it doesn't break more easily, because the ears ended up breaking after I baked it. So looking back, I would do everything out of cosplay, like those thin pieces, and also the ears out of cosplay so that they would not fall off so easily. All the pieces with baking bond, and then I realized the ears just don't look good. They're too small, especially with the expression that I want him to have, which is when he does one of his very exaggerated screams. And so I went back and I separately baked the ears to make them even bigger than his eyes, so they look way better and more proportionate. I then added baking bond to add clay onto his arms and legs. His arms and legs they're like little twigs, so couldn't really add too much aluminum, and so I kind of just really covered them with a thin layer of clay, kind of added where I needed to add for his arms, and then I added 2 little balls to make his little paws. So my favorite episode from Courage was, I don't know if you guys remember, it was the one where it was like the space squids, and it starts off with this squid couple, and they fall in love and they have babies, and for some reason the husband squid gets sucked into a black hole, and then the mom squid, or the wife squid, ends up going down to Earth and then having her babies there, and it is just so touching, and it was so nice, and it always makes me tear up. I don't know why, and it's not even like a scary episode, but that is my favorite episode. And here I'm just cleaning off any dust or any fingerprints that he may have with isopropyl alcohol, and just going on with the paint. With this kind of paint, I should have started with a white base because I must have done at least 7 layers of pink paint. So any tips for better painting, I would truly appreciate. Also, I would have painted the tongue and the teeth before adding them, just because it was a real pain to have to kind of maneuver the brush around the teeth and make sure it didn't go on the roof of the mouth or the tongue or anything like that. So in hindsight, I would have done that differently. And of course, I had to paint his big yellow teeth just like how they are in the cartoon. And now I'm just adding on his spots in the back, which you can't really see all the time, but I know they're there. And adding little black dots for his eyes. Paint looks good, so now I'm going to add 2 layers of varnish. And then I'm just painting the base black with just regular acrylic black paint and super gluing Courage in place so I make sure that he doesn't fall off. I'm cleaning him up now, and he's all good. I really enjoyed bringing one of my childhood cartoon characters to life that I really truly love. And I had so much fun doing this because while I was making him, I was watching some Courage episodes. And although it was really creepy, I also found it really weird. So it made me kind of question the creators and what they were thinking of, but in a good way. Let me know what your favorite Courage character is and what other characters you'd like me to make. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you ghouls next time.